It might seem impossible to take off and put on a serpentine belt without taking off the fan, but actually it's the easiest way to do it. In the description of this video, I'm leaving an Amazon affiliate link for a serpentine belt that fits a 2005 XLT Trac 4.0 motor. Take this off. There's just 3 bolts holding it on. There's one right here, here, and one right there. Then loosen this and this, but you'll have right here this wire connected up. I don't know what happened to mine. Mine's missing, so you'll have to deal with that. This just comes off. Then this comes off. You just take a ratchet. This end right here is what's going to go inside. If you have to, you might have to put on some kind of pipe or something to give you extra leverage. This is the top of my ratchet. I deliberately shortened it to show you what I meant by you can put a pipe in it, which then gives you the extension that you'll need. I find it easiest because this is so simple to do. You just undo this clip here, and then there's another clip right down here. And this guy just comes right out. Do keep in mind though, these 3 little slots went back up in here. So when you go to put them back, you don't even have to take this electrical wire off. And I would suggest not doing it because it's not needed at all. That allows you to grab this and pull way back this way. Otherwise, that part got in the way so that you can get this completely loose and pull this belt off. Earlier this year I had the tensioner out, and I'm showing this so you get a good idea of what we're putting the 3/8" ratchet into. Then make sure your ratchet is on loosen, not tighten. It goes right down into here. I removed the fan shroud just to demonstrate for you on camera of what we've got to do to get the belt off and on without taking off this fan right here. So first we're going to slide this all the way over here, which allows this to come off. Now pay attention to what happens here. I'm going to remove this. If you will notice, I never pass this in front of this here. I'm just going to grab it, and it comes off without going over the top of that fan. Whether you have a shroud here or not, it can be done. There, see how the belt completely came out, and I never went over the fan. As to put it in, it's the same thing, but I want to explain something. This is what I call the smooth side of the belt. This is the ribbed side. Anywhere you see these little ribs here, that means that goes over it. Anywhere you see a shiny thing like this, that means it's the smooth side that pushes against that. So to put this in, I start off with just making a big loop here, because the first and the hardest thing to get going is getting it up underneath the crankshaft. So, come on. So once we pass it down up under here, it's real hard to reach it. That's why you want to start with this crankshaft. Now, once I get the crankshaft wrapped around, which is what I just have it going around the crankshaft and coming up to the tensioner, then this guy goes over the top of the water pump, or fan as I call it, but it's actually attached to the water pump. Then it goes all the way over here to the air conditioner. Then it comes across the top of the power steering. Then it goes up underneath this idler pulley. But once you've done that, it's put this back in. And just like before, we're still going in the loosening direction. So you don't have to take this fan off, and believe me, that fan can be a big project to get off. Because they moved this air conditioning up a little bit and this guy over a little, on the non-XLT models, the Amazon link I'm leaving for this belt will not work. Also, the 4.6 liter motor will not work even though it's an XLT. If you need a belt, the link's in the description. If you want to see a full-scale diagram of how the belt loops around, click on the card now showing.